Hey guys, welcome everybody to day 16 of the trading marathon here on this channel. My name is Daniel and today's video is all about shifting risk in comparison to taking risk out, because what I often see in traders, especially new traders, is that when I tell them to close a short position to take risk out, they close the short and open a long because for them it's equivalent, but I'm here to tell you it's not. The principle that you need to understand in risk management and the concept of taking risk out is that the risk you are in is being taken out and not replaced. Okay, replacement is something very different than taking it out. Okay, and I want to make sure that this concept is very well understood, and that's why I want to give you a comparison which is very direct, so you will clearly understand what my point is here. In trading, there are times where you must accept that you don't have any edge, and this is where you can recognize who is a good trader and who's not. Because many people who are good in chart analysis but bad in the rest, like skills that you need to have in trading, they will tell you always it's a good time for a trade because they just know the chart analysis but they have no idea what to do with it. Being a good trader is recognizing the situation where you have an edge and then only act there. In any other time you're supposed to not the fuck touch anything, and especially not take any risk, and especially not shifting one risk to another risk opportunity and thinking you have taken out some risk. You need to understand, I will take now two other activities in direct comparison. For example, if you are a good boxer, you're always a good boxer. You are a good boxer at 7 a.m. and at 12 a.m. and at 6 p.m. and whatever. And if you are a heavyweight champion, you can always fight, let's say, 99% of all the other people who come around your way. But being a trader is not like being a boxer, because being a good trader is more like being a good salesman. If you are a good salesman, the most important skill you must have is to know when you will die if you take your boat out to the ocean, right? So the first and most important skill a salesman is developing is, recognizing how the ocean is behaving in order to save his life, to even know when to drive out. And then the rest, what he does out there, that's, that's even step 2, That's why I make this video before we go over to chart analysis, because first you must understand that there are times where you will just die. Whoever you are, whatever you can, however good you are at chart analysis, and you must understand that these times you are not supposed to do anything. Whatever you believe, if you see a B wave, you should just know that it's a B wave and you are not supposed to take a trade. Even though you know in which direction the B wave goes, the fact that it's a B wave and the fact that the B wave develops in such a choppy way that it has a very high likelihood to hit your stop loss, even though you know the direction where it's going, is the fact why you should not go out. It's like the salesman having a sailing boat and being at an ocean where there are 10-meter waves, knowing, if I go out now, I can be the best salesman of the world. I will simply die because I have no chance against this wave. Same as in trading. So really, if you are, for example, if you're coming from fighting and you have this fighting attitude where you want to fight in every situation, it's very dangerous for you, because you will think that you are a good trader in any chart pattern and that you will take trades whatever comes around your way, and then there will be a very high chance of you losing, because you cannot act in every situation. The really highest value skill, and that's why it's in the risk management section, is really to know, this is a situation where we don't have an edge, so what I should do with this information is taking my risk out. Then that doesn't mean opening the next trade or opening a trade in the other direction. No, it means closing the trade and having the money on the sidelines, sitting and waiting, not acting. Because that's where the, you know, biggest development is done, because people who always trade, they have always like some, you know, P&L development like that. But the people who only take the good trades, they have some development like that. Boom, boom. Maybe they have a loss. Boom, boom. You know, you get my concept, right? So the most important phase is not the phase where you take the one winning trade, because everybody takes the winning trade. Even the people who are constantly losing take the winning trade, because they don't lose always. You know, they also take the winning trade. But then in the phase where you are not supposed to do anything, the losing traders will lose their money again. So that's the phase where you need to stay strong, okay? And then the next winning trade, bro, everybody will take the winning trade. But that's not where the difference is made. The difference is made in the phase after the winning trade, in the sideways movement, in the correction. I will teach you very, very detailed how to recognize such a situation. And all of that, what you just now need to really understand is that there are phases where you can be the best trader in the world and you are still supposed to do nothing. And that's exactly what makes you the best trader in the world, that you at least know when to do nothing, okay? Because it's nearly the highest skill you can develop. And it's very high difference. Some people, when they, some people are just scared, so they won't do anything at all. And okay, those people are not traders. No. I mean, really, like, consistently, every single day, showing up at the chart, like I do, every single day, delivering you every single day a video, looking at the chart every single day, and then deciding if to take a trade or not. And in like 70-80% of the times, the decision is we don't take a trade. And in 20-30% of the days, the decision is, okay, now we attack, and then we take what's ours, you know? So that's where the difference is made. Not in the times where everybody makes a couple percent. No, it's the times where all the other people lose it again. So there you need to stay strong. Well, I hope you get the concept of this video, because it's one of the most important concepts of risk management that you need to understand. So a very important video. Well, I want to ask you, how are you doing on the daily sport activity? By the way, here is my 16th half marathon in a row, on the June 16th. I want to really ask you, I'm interested. Are you doing well? Are you doing it consistently? Because, well, I can tell you, it's one of the most important skills, that you really consistently able to do hard shit. Because if you are addicted to dopamine and addicted to trading, and you at one point as a trader you will become addicted to dopamine and addicted to trading. And then the question is, if you can show up every single day and every single day struggle through it, fight through it to not take a trade. And in exactly the moments where you know you are not supposed to take a trade. So that's also what this video is about. So that's also my question. Are you really following through? Are you pushing through? How are you doing? Are you feeling well? Are your legs tired? I hope it. And I hope you still do it. Because that's the most important thing, you know, everybody can run when their legs are not tired. But it's this, you know, like daunting task when after like 15 half marathons or 15 days every day doing an activity, you have this very tired legs and blue toes and tired feet and everything, and you still show up and you still push through. Because that's what makes the difference, you know? It's like your P&L is formed if you are your best when you feel your worst. So that's really the exercise it's all about. And you will feel bad when you take out risk. You will feel bad. Remember that always. You will feel bad. You will feel like you will miss out on something. Because you need to have in mind, you just made some profit. Then you see, okay, now I should take out risk, I should close it. So you are excited about the profit and you close it, and then you have no more trade open, and you will feel like you are missing out because you just made profit, so you will feel like you know what's next. But if you then straight away shift the risk to the next trade, it's just a question of time until you lose it again. So always be like a lion. He doesn't run all the time. He chills 23 hours or 23 hours and 30 minutes a day, and half an hour, when he sees a good opportunity, he sprints there and hunts, kills it, it's done, and then chills again. Be like a lion, okay? I hope this message found you well. I hope this was helpful, and we see each other tomorrow on day 17. Until then, stay strong. Ciao, ciao.